I'm starting another craft kit. This one also came from Hobby Lobby. And let's see, it was marked there as $5.99. And it's a punch needle kit. Unfortunately, though, this one does not come with the punch needle. So you had to buy it separately. And I'm really hoping this punch needle will work. It was a different brand. And this one is adjustable for different size needles, so I'm hoping that the one that's installed in it right now will be the right size. And I will certainly let you know as I go. But yeah, so such a cute little mushrooms punch needle kit. Alright, so we have some instructions here on the printed design and just a quick tutorial and basic getting started info on here, and all the threads that you'll need. Looks like some extra thread for some detail work, and then here is the hoop, so we'll hope this goes well and hopefully I won't get all tangled on the hoop. And then, oh, nice feeling fabric here. It's softer than I was expecting, but it is pre-printed with the pattern, so that is very nice, and in color and everything. I really like that. Yeah, that's a nice feeling fabric. It's not as stiff as the typical cross-stitch Aida cloth, so very, very nice. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. So I will say it's a little bit frustrating already that there's 10 colors that they have pictured here, but I received 11 in this kit and they're not in the same order. Like they have these numbered. So red is at the top, you know, and they don't have a number on the sheet, but the skein itself, the little bit of this floss here, does have a number on it. And so it goes red to garnet. That was 1 and 2, but it's just not in the same order, because they have number 3 here is this light, the darker pink. So anyway, it's going to work out fine, but I just have 1 extra color, and they're not quite in the same order as what's on the sheet. And then hopefully there's going to be enough. I mean, obviously they don't give you much of the colors that you don't use much of, and so hopefully that's going to work out just fine. So I guess I can sub this in anywhere I want. You know, if I want to change this up a little bit with the cream, light cream and dark cream. Looks like I've got this light peach here, so yeah. So you can kind of mix or match and do whatever you want. But that's just one thing I've noticed. It's a bit frustrating already. They also said in here something about the pattern's going to be printed on the back as well. The design is printed on the back. Well, it's not. You've got your color front, and then there's nothing printed on the back. And then it says you stitch from one side and get the loops on the other. But this particular pattern has a mix match of both. So there's some like punch needle. Punch needle, the side you stitch on, it'll either be loops or it'll just be the individual running stitch. And so this pattern is a mix and match of both. So you'll be stitching from the front and back for whatever desired effect you want. So I'm going to try to keep it as similar to the photo as I can. Okay, so here it is all finished up. And I just need to pull this tight again and then pull together these edges to tack those in to make it look okay. I'll probably just end up hanging it in the hoop itself. So the kit ended up working out okay. I did have plenty of floss left over. Even that extra one, I did not end up using that extra one at all. I would say they say this is intermediate. I would definitely agree with that. There's no instructions on how to do punch needle, and likewise this extra embroidery thread. There was no instructions on that. They just tell you to do whatever stitch you like. So, you know, you definitely intermediate people I think that's a lazy daisy stitch and French knots, but you could do whatever you wanted to there. I like the fact that it's varied in that you can stitch on top or behind. In other words, we've got the running stitches and then also the loops. I like the fact that this pattern includes both. Again, they give you some pretty good instructions because they tell you to do all these running stitches first, and then they say to actually take it out of the hoop and flip your fabric. I just left it in here and then turned it background, and then if I held it to the light, even just window light, I was able to see the color through the back, and so I was able to do the punch needle to where it keeps the loops here on the front. So I didn't bother taking it out of the hoop. And so I do like that. The colors are muted. I really crave color, so I would have preferred maybe some brighter colors. But I do love that pattern. I think it's really pretty. I like the fact that it was printed on this cloth. The cloth seems a little bit too flimsy for punch needle, and it also unravels. I did not like that part. These kept getting in the way. And then this hoop does not keep it tight very easily. I had to keep kind of tighten that up as I went. But all in all, this was a great kit. Again, be aware this particular kit did not have the punch needle, so I went ahead and bought this punch needle that's adjustable with 3 different sizes of diameter needles. I did end up having to replace the one that it came on to the thicker diameter for that yarn. And so I do like this punch needle. You can make the end taller or shorter, and so that way you can get some variety in how high your loops stick out. And so that's a lot of fun. So now that I've done 2 punch needle kits, this one came from Hobby Lobby, I think I'm ready to venture out onto my own and just, try some of my own designs now. And we'll see how that goes. I'm glad I went ahead and picked up this one because I think that super skinny diameter needle will work for embroidery floss. So I'm going to try that and then mix and match different size yarns and floss. So thanks so much for watching, and again, this came from Hobby Lobby. I thought it was a great kit, but definitely intermediate, and make sure you've already got the supplies or pick up a punch needle that with the appropriate diameter. All right, thanks so much for watching.